Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's Fund Manager interview time here at Commodity TV. And with me here today is Tobias Tretter, the Fund Manager of the Commodity Capital Next Generation Resources Fund. And we want to talk about the metals of the next generation and especially about lithium. Tobias, welcome in Munich.
Oh, thanks for inviting me.
Thanks for your time. Your fund, you just changed the name. Maybe you can tell us what the name was before, because you changed from passive to active style, right?
Yes, right. That's what we did. We had a structured solution index strategy fund, and we changed it now to the Commodity Capital Next Generation Resources Fund. We wanted to have a little bit more diversification and not purely invest as a passive index fund into the biggest lithium companies. We wanted to change it into an active fund that is focusing on lithium, but also on other metals that will benefit from the change to renewable energies like cobalt, magnesium,
copper, whatever.
Copper.
Silver.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, interesting. Great. So let's dive into lithium, because this is something really special. Lithium is, as you mentioned, it's a next generation resource for sure. It's the key metal for battery technology. What's going on there?
Lithium for sure is one of the best performing commodities this year, and also the companies, the shares are one of the best sectors this year so far. I think this will continue. What happened at the end of the day, there was a shortage last year in China, where one of the producers didn't deliver any lithium to one of their customers anymore because they said they need it for themselves. And that was the reason why the price for lithium went up from $2,500 to more than $20,000 per ton. And it's still at a very high level.
Yeah, great. When you say the price for lithium moved up, is lithium equal to lithium, or is it like, can we say it's like in gold, it's a price per ounce, we know the standard and the quality, but lithium is not like lithium, right?
No, there's a huge difference between lithium and lithium. There are different sources of lithium. You have the brines, you have hard rock projects, you have more or less the hydroxide, you have the carbonates, and the problem is you have different kind of qualities for the lithium. So you really have to look for battery quality lithium, because that's the only thing you will need in the future for the battery producers. And this is what the battery producers are looking for. Of course, you can always refine it, but it's way more expensive.
So it's depending on the purities, because I think for batteries you need 99.5.6% purity, right?
Absolutely.
Great. Okay. From a standpoint of supply and demand, how would you describe the market today, and where do you think it would go?
The point is, at the moment, the demand is increasing, but the supply was good enough, was increasing enough to supply the whole market. But the problem is there will be a lot of big new battery producers, the gigafactories, coming online in the next couple of years. So the estimate right now is that the battery production will triple till 2021. And that means, of course, we will need way more lithium than we are producing at the moment. And because of the crisis in the resource sector, there was not enough exploration over the last couple of years. So because of that, there will not be enough production over the next couple of years to go with the increase in the battery development.
Okay. You just mentioned China as a producer and a supplier, of course. What other companies do we have in the world producing lithium, and where are they located?
At the end of the day, lithium is situated everywhere in the world. So everywhere in the world you can find lithium. Nevertheless, the biggest part of lithium, of course, is in the triangle between Chile, Bolivia, and Argentina. So most of the production, especially from the brines, is coming out of Chile and Argentina at the moment. In addition to that, you have a lot of production, mainly hard rock production, that is coming out of Australia. Those are the main sources. I think there will be more companies, more countries in the next couple of years that will start their own lithium production, like Canada, The States, they have one producer at the moment. I think there will be a couple of new producers over the next couple of years. And maybe also Europe. There's a lithium project, for example, in Serbia. There's a lithium project in Portugal. So there are some opportunities for the future.
Oh, okay. Can you mention some of the companies for our viewers? Because I think they are not really familiar with that. Who are the producers, and what are maybe some good developers?
Okay, so the big three producers are SQM, FMC, and Albemarle. Those are the big three producers, and they are more or less controlling the whole market. New producers, new junior companies that are starting the process into becoming a producer or just started to become a producer are for sure Galaxy Resources out of Australia and Orocobre out of Australia. Those are the two next ones. The ones that will follow might be Nemaska and some other Australian companies. But right now it's a really tiny market.
Interesting. From the exploration side, I mean, if we take the Gigafactory, for example, in the middle of Nevada, would it make sense to search for lithium around there? Because this would be the biggest company as a source for demand for lithium, right, in the future.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's one of the things that was really in the focus over the last couple of months. Right now, there's one producer next to the Gigafactory in Reno, in Nevada. That's Albemarle, which is also the only North American project that is in production already. They are in the Clayton Valley, right next to Reno. And there are now a couple of new exploration companies that are trying to become the source for Tesla with their lithium production. The companies that are the most advanced for sure are Pure Energy, Lithium X, and there are a couple of other
Advantage Lithium, for example.
Advantage Lithium is an exploration company that is on the way to become one of the main players in the whole Clayton Valley area. Of course, yes.
Fantastic. What are about, let's say, I said it already, I think Volkswagen wants to invest the $8 billion now in electric transportation, I would call it, Tesla want to produce 500,000 cars. Where do you see, or do you see other or more sources for an increased demand? Do we have other battery producers? Do we have other functions for lithium where we can use it, besides also the battery technology maybe?
Yes. First of all, yes, the Gigafactory of Tesla and Panasonic, they will double the production of lithium batteries once they are in full production mode. But there are other gigafactories that are not they're not the focus of the media at the moment, but they are getting built. So BYD is building one, Foxconn is building one, even Daimler is building a new battery factory. So there will be more and more battery factories for lithium needed, and they will be built, and they need the lithium. I think that yes, electric cars is a big thing for the lithium battery, but I think in the future, the main driver for the whole lithium industry will be the storage.
Also energy storage.
Energy storage. You can just make the movement from gas, from oil, from coal to renewable energies when you can store it. And the only way to store it is with lithium batteries. So the storage will be the key for success of renewable energies.
Fantastic. As we were talking already about supply demand, and we see much more demand in the future, where do you see the prices move of lithium? But what can you imagine? And where we are today?
At the end of the day, nobody knows where the price of lithium is going to. Nobody would have thought that the price will go from 2,500 to 25,000. And at the end of the day, it's not that you have a spot price. It's a discussion between the producer and the consumer. Right now, we have really high prices. I don't know if the prices will come back to, let's say, $10,000, $15,000 a ton, which would be really, really healthy for the whole industry. So the industry doesn't need the $25,000, $30,000, $40,000 per ton. They can produce with very interesting high margins at $10,000, $15,000. But I think the price of lithium will stay high over the next couple of years. And I think the main question is not where will the price of lithium go to. The main question in the future has to be, where do they get the lithium from?
Yeah, that's a right statement, absolutely. Well, Tobias, thank you very much for that. And I think this market will be interesting for the next years. It was already very interesting for the last 2-3 years, or maybe probably also 5 years. And yeah, all the best for you and the fund. And thanks for the update on that. And I'm pretty sure that we talk very soon about that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Tobias Tretter from Commodity Capital, Next Generation Resource Fund, the fund manager. And yeah, you heard it, lithium, it is one of the main metals in the future for the next generation resources. And the demand will rise definitely much, much higher. And also it is hard to find the supply to satisfy this demand. And as he mentioned it very right at the end, it's not the matter where does the price go, the matter is that you get the lithium. So check it out. Thanks for watching us. Bye bye from Munich.